Okay, this video is going to show a workaround for a possible puzzle shape or any of the puzzle shapes that fit into this category. Onshape does not allow you to have a part where there's like appendages that have an edge-to-edge relationship. So the part that I'm trying to create has this base that was made of 4 linking cubes, and then we had 2 more that kind of connected to the base, and they don't overlap or touch other than at a very specific, just kind of one unique line or edge. And Onshape gets really mad about that. So if I were to extrude one of those squares, everything's okay. It's when I choose the second one that I get the error and it gets all mad. So here's how we're going to handle it. I'm going to go ahead and extrude only one part. Okay, my extrude is on add, so this should merge and become one part. Next, I'm going to come back and extrude again, and I'm going to extrude the other piece. But it's still going to get mad and have the same error if I try to have it add and merge with the first part. So I have to go ahead and switch to new. It's going to become a second part. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change the color to match the first piece, and I'm going to rename it. So let's see, edit appearance. I don't know if I remember the exact yellow I chose. It looks about right. And I'm going to rename this. This is going to become yellow. This is not a real part for my puzzle, but I'm just demonstrating something. And this is, I don't know why I had the A, I don't remember, but so I have A1 and A2. Okay, and I have a sketch that's visible. I'm going to go ahead and hide that. So it kind of looks like a part because I made it yellow, but it's not. And when I bring this into the assembly environment, okay, using insert, going from my current dock, in the part studio, you notice that it doesn't show up as a single part. It's 2 pieces. And so I could bring them in, but they don't behave as a single part. Okay, and it just makes it look like I have multiple pieces. And even when I get to a part studio or like an exploded view and doing a parts list, it's still going to kind of look like that. So here's my workaround. It's not perfect, but it's the best that I've come up with for dealing with this feature in Onshape. I'm going to add a new assembly. So I hit plus down below where the tabs are, and I hit create assembly. Inside of this assembly, I'm going to assemble these 2 pieces that form my yellow part. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these 2 pieces. It doesn't matter where they're at here. I can go ahead and take a minute if I want to merge them to the origin, but maybe first I'll go ahead and mate them. So I'm going to use the fasten mate tool. I'm going to choose these 2 faces right here on these 2 parts. I'm going to get those corners. And then on this top part, that face and that corner. That should mate them to where if I grab one piece, the other piece follows. Okay, if I grab the little block, the other one follows. Okay, if I really care and I want this to be matched to the origin, you know, I could take time to do that. So I've shown that in another video. For the sake of time, I'm going to move on. I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to rename this assembly the yellow puzzle part. Now, if you want to tag it as a sub-assembly or something like that, you could as well. I'm going to leave it as just that, but technically it's a sub-assembly. Okay? It's not a part, but an assembly. I even have a little different icon for assemblies versus the part studio. That's the only thing that's going to be in this assembly is just basically the creation of merging or joining these 2 parts with the fasten mate tool. Now, in my assembly, if this was a part that I would need, I would go to insert, but it's not going to show up under the part studio. Under the part studio, it's still going to show just these 2 parts. Because I've combined them inside an assembly file, I can come over to the assembly tab and choose that yellow part. And now it's going to behave more like a part. It's still not perfectly a part, but it's going to behave a little bit more like a part instead of a part, you know, as an assembly. Or 2 individual pieces, I should say. So there you go, all right? I can drag and move them around and treat it as one. So I could go and fasten mate this into position. I hope that helps you out if you had to deal with the same situation.